Hi besties, it's been a little while since my last measles outbreak update in my home state of South Carolina. There have been several reporting days of no new confirmed cases, which means the total is holding at 997 confirmed measles cases with nobody in isolation and nobody in quarantine. Now keep in mind, these are only the cases confirmed by the South Carolina Department of Public Health. In reality, the actual number of measles cases from this outbreak is likely to be much higher. Over 90% of these cases have been in children. No surprise there, we've already established Republicans and anti-vaxxers do not give a fuck about these kids once they're born, but that's besides the point, or maybe it's not. Over 95% of these cases have either been in unvaccinated or only partially vaccinated individuals, 97% if you count the unknowns. In order for this outbreak to be declared over, 2 incubation periods need to have passed. Now, what does that mean? Incubation is the time between exposure to a pathogen, like a virus, and the first appearance of symptoms. So for measles, it takes up to 21 days after exposure to measles for symptoms to appear. So 2 incubation periods for measles would be 42 days. Therefore, we have to have 42 days of no new confirmed infections in order for the measles outbreak here in South Carolina to be declared officially over. Even though this outbreak appears to be ending, it's still marked as the worst measles outbreak in the United States since measles was declared eliminated almost 30 years ago. So the fact that it's ending is great, but overall, we are not trending in a good direction for public health, especially when you consider there have been several cases of measles outside of South Carolina linked directly back to the outbreak in South Carolina. And we also know that acute infection of measles is not the only thing we worry about, as I have described in previous videos, and vaccination rates are on a steady decline thanks to this current administration. The best things y'all can do for yourself to prevent the spread of any infection are clean air access, masking, and vaccination, especially when it's not a question of if, but when the next disease outbreak occurs, likely with the next spring-summer surge of COVID.